We've all done it. Knowing something is good for you and yet not doing it, and knowing something is bad for you and still doing it. This is the definition of self sabotage. We've all been doing it, I'd say, for many lives. Endless a number of lives we've been fucking around doing bullshit, including this one, where we know what to do, still don't do it, and then we know what we shouldn't do, and then we still do it. And that is self sabotage. And this video is gonna talk about self sabotage in a very detailed way, where you can end this self sabotage forever. Because self sabotage decreases the quality of your life experience. You know you should be going out right now, getting some nice sweet sunlight in the morning, yet you don't, and then you feel depressed in the day, right? Sunlight makes you happier, it improves your mood, etc. All the basic shit that we know we should be doing, like if we don't do it, it just reduces our life experience. We fap to porn, like that's just gonna reduce your life experience. You'll just feel like shit. Like right now, like I had a crazy urge, and then I like still didn't fap. And right now I feel more like angry, motivated, hungry than ever. Cause like I realized that fuck bro, I don't want to see some internet girl right now. And like I would rather like make a video. Like hopefully my future wife is watching this and she'll DM me. She's not gonna like, it's not even real. Like I'm not expecting any girl to like fucking DM me off of this video. But just my life experience is better right now because I didn't fap 20 minutes ago. Do you understand? Which also means that I will not be in regret for the rest of the day. Like if I would have fapped, regret. If I would have not recorded this video, regret. Oh, I'm behind on my schedule, I can't record now. Arey yaar, but like my mood is good. Like if I record now, I won't speak very well with good energy, this and that. Like, do you feel like my energy right now? It's cause I'm not living in regret. When you live in regret, that's like one of the lowest forms of human emotion. Regret, shame, guilt, all of those. And also one of the biggest hidden downsides of self-sabotage, which people don't really think about, is that when you self-sabotage for long enough, or you are just a self-sabotager in general, you will see that no matter how much effort you put into certain things, even if you're consistent, like you get the illusion of being consistent. Let's say you've been doing the same business for the last 5 to 10 years, but you've been self-sabotaging here and there. Okay, so your progress is like making good progress, but it's not that like exponential one that you're looking for. And because you're making this slow progress, you're like, man, did I even really do this much? Like, what did I really achieve in the last 5 years that is like that I could be proud of? Right? When you self-sabotage, you are like almost like unknowingly stopping your future self from reaching your best potential and getting the best output. Okay, these are all the downsides of self-sabotage. Now let's understand it in a much deeper way. So my theory right now is that anything that isn't work or rest is self-sabotage. I do not give a fuck if you want to watch a nice movie, the new movie, like fine, you can watch it, but know that it is self-sabotage. Okay, this is my theory right now. So let's say I'm driving my car, okay, on the highway. Like I'm just like chilling, okay. It's a form of rest, okay. I'm just chilling, but then I turn music on and I'm like that's not rest in my opinion. Like rest, there's a very specific way to rest, as we'll talk about in this video. Most people don't know how to rest, and most people also don't know how to work. And when you don't work and you don't rest, you're sabotaging. Like watching porn is not work or rest. Watching TV is not work or rest. Watching movie is not like work or rest. Watching anime, gaming is not work or rest. It is self-sabotage because you are taking away brain cells from your body. It doesn't even matter if it's for 5 minutes. It doesn't even matter that you've had a hard day and you wanna watch some anime or you wanna watch some gaming. It doesn't matter. What is self-sabotage is self-sabotage. Based on that information, this video is going to be divided into 3 parts. The first one is going to be how you stop your self-sabotage. The second one is, okay, now you want to work. How do you work better? And then rest. How do you actually rest properly? If we talk about self-sabotage, firstly, how to remove it. 95% of our self-sabotage comes from the internet. And we know this to be true now. Like literally whenever we are distracted, we are on the internet. Like those two things have become one. Going on the internet and being distracted like can be used as the same word now. which means that when you are watching anime, you are on the internet, you are gaming on internet, you're watching YouTube right now on the internet. You probably shouldn't be watching this bloody video right now, and you're still jacking off here on my YouTube like a little cuck instead of doing your business work or your homework or your other workout or this and that. Do you get the point? And knowing that distractions come from the internet, by simply removing the internet, you have solved 90% of your sabotage problems. Where, okay, you're not, it's fine if you like don't work the best, it's fine if you don't rest the best, but you've removed your sabotage completely, like almost completely, if you solve your internet problem. And the way you solve your internet problem is by living on airplane mode. Okay, airplane mode is a very simple concept. Okay, you switch your phone off and you don't turn it on unless there is like a specific task where you need your phone, absolutely need your phone. For the past 1 week now, I have had both of my SIM cards completely off. Like, I'm contemplating on whether I should cancel my subscription altogether. I don't want anybody to contact me. Like, I'm done with this shit. Like, I'm done with going outside into the real world and still checking my phone like a little cretin, refreshing YouTube Studio again. Look at the new comment. Oh my god, new DM. Oh my god, it's a girl. Like, I'm done. I'm done with that shit, bro. Honestly, I'm done with it. Actually, I'm gonna fucking cancel it today. Like, once I'm done recording this video, I'm canceling both of my SIM cards. Like, I don't fucking want it anymore. I'm happy with my WhatsApp and like working only when I have the internet. Like, if I want to call somebody, I'll call them from another person's phone. Like, literally, like all the bullshit excuses you have, like, because I don't want to sabotage myself. What did I say at the start of the video? Sabotage, by sabotaging, you are reducing your quality of life in the present moment. By me being outside in the beautiful nature, I'm sabotaging myself. I'm sabotaging my life experience. And I don't want to be the person that says, "Arey, but like, what if you have some urgent work that you need to do outside and then you can't do it because you don't have internet, you don't have mobile data?" Even in that case, man, I swear to God, I'm happy to take a hit for my business if it means that I have mental peace. Okay? Now, even if you do have a business, like that excuse is there, but what if my work is there, like I need to do it like urgently outside? Tell me, like, how often is that the case though? Right? I know many business owners, like they would be perfectly fine if they would just stick to normal business hours. And instead, like, it's not about even sticking to normal business hours. I'm not against like working like all day. You work 16 hours a day, you work 12 hours a day, I don't care. But when you're outside, you stay outside. When you're doing this, when you're in the shower, stay in the shower. Why do you want music with the shower? Or why do you need to have like your phone pinging like constantly? Use it as a fucking camera, like how I am using it right now. Okay, I have my laptop. That is enough. I can work anywhere in the world, but I don't want to work sporadically throughout the day. You know, oh, I'm in the car and then I'm like, array, my phone. Oh, new message. Oh, let me check. No, I'm in the car, phone stays here, and when I get to my new home base, like my new location where I have Wi-Fi, that's when I want to work properly in flow state. I only want to work in flow state. This shallow work doesn't mean anything. Like, it's fine if I reply to a message, 16 hours late and this and that. I'm perfectly fine with that. It's fine if I don't have Google Maps, because I can ask people. Like, Google Maps is so overrated. Like, the whole internet bullshit is so overrated right now. We do not need it because we have existed for eons. Well, not eons. Thousands of years. Millions of years without this shit. We traveled without Google Maps into the fucking jungle to new like locations. We didn't know any Google Maps and all this bullshit. Like, and now we can still ask people, "Arey, ye kidhar hai?" There's like billboards. We can ask somebody else to open Google Maps and like we can see. There's so many things you can do. Okay, that's the first extreme step which I've taken, and like it's up to you if you want to take it or not. If I'll see if I can actually cancel my SIM cards. If I can't, I'll put a community post. If I can, I'll show proof that I've eliminated my SIM cards. Like, I don't give a fuck at this point. 95% of sabotage is from the internet. The rest 5% of your sabotage, or you could say distraction, is external distraction, which is out of your control. Let's say you're living in a chaotic house, for example. You don't know what the hell is going on. Like, you can't focus. You have to, for YouTubers in specifically for YouTubers, like if you live in a chaotic house, it eats up your brain like properly, right? Because like the tongue is happening in the kitchen, the tongue all fucking day, tongue. If you live on like, oh my god, like there's non-stop chaos if you're a YouTuber. Like if you're some other person, like you can like manage it, but if you have this kind of an external distraction, the best thing for you to do is to get a co-working space. Co-working spaces are not too expensive, and you want to get one specifically that is open for 24 hours of the day. Keep that in mind, 24 hours of the day. Like do not waste your time in a 9 to 5 type co-working space, because that just limits you and cucks you. Like for example, like sometimes you just like motivated at 2 a.m. and like you just want to work. So that, and in those situations, like you can stay at home, fair enough, but it's like way cooler, and like your work is way better when you're like in a proper like crazy office. It's just you, like a lamp above you, desk, laptop, boom, you're just fucking grinding. It's awesome. So I'd suggest you get a co-working if this situation is extremely like chaotic in your own house. We move on to the next part of this video, which is, okay, we've gotten rid of the sabotage. Now it's just work and rest. Okay, so then how do you work? Like we know like work, but these are some work best practices that you may have heard of and may not have heard of as well. And this comes from like years of like researching different ways to work, like this productivity, this all bullshit and all. I'll tell you the best things right here, right now. Firstly, you want to have like a proper vision or a goal. Okay. So right now, for example, my vision with this YouTube channel, with my work, is 100,000 subscribers. That is my clear vision. That is my clear goal. So once you have a vision like this, you want to create an input goal. An input goal is basically, okay, for me to achieve this vision, how much like work do I have to input into the world? For example, right now, my input goal would be 1 long form video per day and 4 shorts per day. This is what I've been doing for the last 30 days without fail, which basically means that I'm going to be uploading 150 videos every single month on my YouTube channel. That will mean that I will sooner or later achieve my vision of 100,000 subscribers. The input goal fully depends on you. I just told you my input goal for an example. If you run an agency business, you want to like daily outreach target of 100. If you have like a fitness goal or a like whatever vision you have, everybody's visions are very different, but you want to create a specific input goal after creating the vision. And now you want to break these specific tasks even further. So in my case, for recording a video, my whole recording process is such that I have to research, I have to plan like specific video topics, then I have to search like the best title for it, then I have to, script the video, then I have to record the video, then I have to edit the video, then I have to coordinate with my thumbnail guy, and then we have to create the thumbnail, and then it all like comes into one nice package, which is a video that you're watching right now. So for each video that is around 25 minutes long, 2 to 3 hours of work goes behind that video, excluding the actual recording process. So this recording will take me half an hour. Editing it will take me 1 hour. Planning it took me 1 hour itself, and the rest of the bullshit will take me another 1 hour. So it takes 3.5 hours for me to create one of these videos. So you want to break it down further. You want to break your task down further, and then you want to create a schedule out of it. So I have a fixed schedule of this time I do this, and then I record at this time, and then I do this, and then this. But in many cases, you might find that following a schedule is not actually possible. I've spent lots of time with different like millionaires and all. And I've always seen that it is impossible to follow a schedule, because there's always new bullshit, like external variables that are out of your control, that can like come into your life at any time, and it can actually hamper your work. So what do I tell you, like for an example, if you're a YouTuber, you need your environment to be quiet, so the audio is like perfect. There's no tongue in the kitchen, and you can actually record in silence properly. But what if like you've scheduled your recording time at 3 p.m. and the tongue is happening at 3 p.m. Suddenly you can't record now, and you're like not able to follow your schedule. So instead, I have this other method which I follow, which is just listing down your tasks the day before on your whiteboard. Okay, I'll show you a picture of my task today, which I'm doing right now. And it's just like chronologically you say, okay, first I'll do this, then I'll do this, then I'll do this, then I'll do this. There's no timing associated with it. So it gives you like a sense of flexibility as well. Like you sleep, you can wake up whenever, you can start working on this, and then you have to do this, and then you have to do this. And then it's like, if I can't do this task at this time, I'll just do the next one, or I'll do the previous one which I haven't done. Okay, so it's like just a daily goal of different tasks which I have to do. So this is a method which I quite like as well, which will help you in your work. The next way to enhance your work would be to only do one thing at a time. Now, this is the problem with most entrepreneurs in the 21st century, where the amount of focus work that people are doing is so low that your competition is literally fucking brainless right now. Like, I'm talking millionaires, billionaires that are not spending a single minute of their day in flow state. Now imagine if you have this knowledge now and you actually like make it big, and the amount of flow state you're doing every single day is unmatched to any other entrepreneur in your competition. You will absolutely destroy them. And the reason you'll destroy them is because you only do one thing at a time. These entrepreneurs, the way they work is that once they reach a certain level, okay, in their business, they have 20-25 employees. What they'll do now is they will stop actually doing the work because employees are doing it. And now they're just in like a management position where like it's not that fulfilling, because what the fuck do you have to do? You have to discuss salaries, you have to coordinate with the clients, you have to do this, you have to do that. It's never like focused, like proper pinpoint sharpness work, like proper grinding. It's all like management position type jobs. So like even in a business, I'm not talking about just jobs, like even in business, you will reach a certain point where you don't actually have to do the work. Let's say you own a copywriting agency right now. There'll be a time where you don't have to do the copywriting work. Do you understand? So you have to find some other form of like flow state work. And the way that these entrepreneurs work right now is that like they're on their phone all day, like they're doing like fucking 7 tasks at one time. And then like they're just juggling. And it's safe to say that everybody now knows that multitasking is not a good idea. It's not a good idea to work with music on. It is not a good idea to be calling people while you're working. It's not a good idea for somebody to come in your office while you're working and to have them sit with you, like do a meeting and all this bullshit. Like it is not a good idea to do many things at a time, because our brains cannot multitask. When we say multitasking, it's like our brain is constantly switching between the tasks individually rather than paying attention to all of them. It's like quickly so if I'm recording this right now and I check my WhatsApp, like my mind goes off the recording and on the WhatsApp. Okay. And when it's on WhatsApp, it's on WhatsApp. Like I'm not multitasking by recording and WhatsApp at the same time. I hope that makes sense. So do one thing at a time, and not just in your work. I'm saying one thing at a time throughout your day. You cannot like stop eating with your phone on. Stop taking a shit with Instagram on. Stop listening to music while driving. Stop listening to a podcast and going for a walk or a run. Quit that bullshit, because it's like it's ruining your brain. It is self-sabotage. Doing multiple things at a time is self-sabotage. Okay? Like I do not care. Like if you want to be soft and tell me, alright, but like sometimes it's fine, bro. You need to be able to chill to some music, bro. When you want to rest. Yeah, when you rest, listen to music. Like I could be sitting on this bed right now and just be listening to music and not doing anything else. The problem is that we listen to music, we turn on the like sexy red lights in our room, and then we go on Instagram, and then we DM some girls, and then we get into a nice mood, and then like you feel like damn horny, and then you want to jack off, then you bust a nut to your girl, then you DM your girl, oh my god, I just busted a nut to you, do you want to see the tribute? She'll be like, oh my god, yes. And then, bro, stop multitasking, stop doing one thing at a time, bro. I swear to God. And finally, you want to enter flow state as much as possible. Flow state is where you work and you forget that time exists. You forget about the entire world. How do you think I'm able to record these long videos? If you just go to my channel right now, if you're watching this for the first time, just go to my channel and just see how long the videos have been recently. Okay, they're all 40 minutes, 30 minutes, like all this bullshit. But the recording process isn't 30 minutes. It's usually, if you're seeing a 30-minute video, it was most likely 40 to 50 minutes. And I had to cut down 10 to 20 minutes of that footage because it's not like appropriate or it's not worthy for it to make it to the final cut. What I'm trying to tell you is that recording for 50 minutes is not a joke. I need to be in flow state. The 50 minutes to me feels like 10 or 15 minutes. It's because I'm in that zone of zero distractions right now. There is nothing in my mind right now. There's like just like a little bit, but like I could comfortably say that right now I'm in flow state. And if you see like carefully, the videos that perform well on my channel have been the videos where I am in flow state. The videos that are performing shit are the videos where I'm not in flow state because I'm like stumbling, I'm speaking slowly, my thoughts aren't congruent with my what I'm saying, and my thoughts are not aligned with each other. Right now I'm in perfect harmony, perfect sync. That's why you're enjoying this video so much, because it's flow state proper, and you want to apply this in your work as well, where you eliminate all distractions, including the temperature. By the way, temperature plays a big role. If it's super hot, you'll be constantly distracted by the sweat and the flow state and all this bullshit. Turn the AC on, forget your light bill, turn your AC on, open your fucking book and start studying, like start researching like proper, like, and don't set a timer, nothing, no timer, none of this Pomodoro technique, none of this bullshit. Just your book, your pen or your laptop, your keyboard, your ideas, your thoughts, your notepad on the side, and your brain, and a nice temperature controlled room with zero distraction, no tongue in the fucking kitchen. Just clean work. That is the flow state, and you want to get into it as much as possible to enhance your work. We finally reached the most important part of the video, and I'm upset and kind of thankful that most people that clicked at the start of the video are no longer watching till here. And this is the most important part of the video. And perhaps if you've never heard of this before, it will change your worldview forever. Work is useless. What matters more than work is rest. Rest, believe it or not, is more important than work. And you might agree, like, oh yes, my mama told me work-life balance. Yes, rest is important. I agree with you, Shreya. But it's not the rest you think it is. 99% of people do not know how to rest properly. Most people think rest is like, you come home and watch TV, you come home and put a movie, you come home and, what do people do these days? Like watch anime, you game, you watch porn, obviously. These are not methods of rest. Like, these are methods of sabotage, because it's actively ruining your brain. Rest must be in a way that the goal of rest is to enhance your work, is to make you more energetic for your work. The point of rest is that so we can work again with the same ferocity. Okay? Rest is not for the purpose of rest. Rest is for the purpose of working better. And when you watch anime, you are not resting in a way which is making you more energized for your work. Ulta, you're becoming more docile, and you are becoming like almost like you start an episode and then you want to keep watching like the next episode and the next episode and the next episode, which is taking away from your work time. It's a sabotage. It's a self-sabotage. Same thing with anything else. Like porn, you feel less energized, less motivated. With something else, less motivated. Like everything. You want to rest in a way which is gonna help you in your work. So if you are low on energy, people say, "Arey, just take a break, this and that." But the worst thing you can do in that situation is to go on your phone, to open Instagram. Arey, because I'm tired, bro, let me open Instagram. Like, let me spend some time on, like, I'll get energized. Like after 10 minutes, like I'll start again. That is the worst thing you can do. And if you just have a basic mind, you will realize that the best minds, the geniuses of our civilization like Steve Jobs, for example, like Einstein, for example, they were known to procrastinate. Do you believe that? They were known to procrastinate, but it's not the procrastination that you are doing. The procrastination you are doing is jacking off and watching porn and this and that. The procrastination they were doing was constructive procrastination or productive procrastination. Then how do you actually do this? How do you procrastinate in a way that is going to help your work? How do you rest in a way that's going to help your work? The most common examples are taking a nap, reading a book which is out of the domain of your work. So if you're into coding, software development, don't read stuff on software development. Read something completely random. Okay. The other methods are playing, right? Playing, taking a ball and just like bouncing it, basketball, hooping, like playing football alone, like playing with friends also. Perfect example. Going out with friends, spending time with your girl, working out, going for a walk, going for a drive. These are all proven methods of the best ways to take rest. Like just imagine like a caveman right now. He's like done a nice hunting session, like crazy flow state and all. He's tired as fuck, like he's proper tired. What do you think he's doing right now? Is he like jacking off in the woods alone like no, he's just like, oh, I'm tired bro, let me find like a nice comfortable spot, like a nice rock where I can lay my head down and I'm just gonna zoot out, like I'm just gonna sleep like properly. I'm just gonna sleep, and when I wake up like proper, and then he's energized again. Like these are the classic OG ways of resting, where when he's resting, like he's actually resting. Because when you are doing like when you're like watching TV, for example, you're not actually resting because you are using your mind still. You are using your mind to process the information that you're seeing. That is equivalent to like working. So you're still using your brain power. Try meditating for once instead of resting, where you are actually giving your mind a peace, like a peace time. You know, like how we were kids, we like time please. It's a time please. Meditation is a time please. Going for a walk is a time please. Okay. And we know this, just simply going out for a walk and seeing nature has positive effects to your brain. Like this is proven. Just by seeing green trees and feeling the wind, you feel more energized. Like it's in our fucking DNA. It's like rooted inside. It's hardwired. So why aren't you taking advantage of it? And what I tell you about rest having the sole advantage of helping your work. When you actually rest properly, you will have lots of eureka moments throughout the day. Eureka moments are basically when you have those aha moments, like, oh my god, like those shower thoughts. That's a eureka moment. When you rest properly, you will have these eureka moments throughout the day. Steve Jobs has a famous quote which says, creativity is just connecting things. How do you actually be more creative? It's by connecting things. How do you actually connect things? By giving your mind a fucking break so it can work in the subconscious and connect things. What did I tell you? Steve Jobs was procrastinating. And during that procrastination, his subconscious mind was working. And he made those connections which caused them to be more creative. If you value creativity in your career, if you want to be known as somebody exceptional, if you don't want to just settle as some basic mechanic, or if you want to truly do something exceptional, you're going to have to come up with exceptional creative ideas. And the way you do that is you rest properly. You're one step ahead of the game. While all the peasants are like in the mindset of, oh, work. Yes, you're working as much as them and you're working properly. And you're resting. Yes, you're working as much as them and you're resting properly. So you have an edge that I cannot even describe to you how important that is. Do you want to be known as the next Steve Jobs? Like Steve Jobs, I don't believe Steve Jobs was a fucking genius. He just like rested properly. His principles of work and rest, the harmony of work and rest, the yin and yang of work and rest was so perfect that he was able to achieve so much, like in a short period of time. Like if he would be alive today, like I cannot like imagine what he would like have come up with, because like his brain was his brain. Like you cannot replicate that unless you follow the same work practices that he had as well. Now, do not treat this video like super autistically. When I said everything except work and rest is self-sabotage, yes, that's true, but like you cannot do that 100% of the time. Eventually, you will watch Netflix. One day you will watch it. You will watch one movie. eventually you will check WhatsApp and you will have to DM some people. And that is, I agree, that is self-sabotage. But if you, as long as you do it like as much as you can, you are so far ahead, you are so far ahead of people, like I cannot even begin to tell you. Like, take this stuff extremely seriously if you want to take your work to the next level. How you rest will determine how you work, and anything that isn't work and rest is self-sabotage. If you like this video, come follow me on Instagram. And if you like this video as well, subscribe to the channel. Our goal is 100k subscribers. And if you like this video, just share it with somebody as well if you feel like it'll help them. That's all, my guys. Take care.